Over to you, Prasanna.
Okay. Okay. Welcome back. Yet another session of Thinking and Destiny. So let us, before we go for the further into the wisdom that is shared by the Percival, let us meditate on the consciousness of Percival for a while, and then we can go. Please sit in a meditative posture. Cross your legs, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. You can remove any eyewear not required. Let your spine be gently upright, erect. Your hands softly on your lap by clasping. Take a slow, deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Again, gently breathe in and release the breath without effort. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in awareness, breathe out tension. Now allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. Do not control it. Simply observe the breath entering into your body and leaving the body. Feel the weight of your body. Feel the support beneath you. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax the shoulders. Let the chest be softened. Let the abdomen relax. For this moment, there's nowhere else to go. There's nothing else to become. You are here within your body, within the breath, within the precious span of your life. Let's all recognize that sacred span of our life. Bring your attention to the moment of breath. Every inhalation enters, every exhalation leaves. Each breath is a part of measured movement of life. My life has been given a span. My life has a given span. Within that span, I have work to do. Within that span, I have lessons to learn. Imagine your life as a path stretching behind you and ahead of you. Behind you, there are events that you have already lived: childhood, relationships, success, failures, joy, pain, decisions, and lessons. And ahead of you, the portion of the path you have not yet walked. Some important events already belong to your destiny. But how you meet them, how you think, how you speak, how you act remain meaningful choices. Silently say to yourself, the field may be given, but my attitude is my choice. Now bring your awareness to the whole physical body. Feel your head, your face, your chest, abdomen, hands, legs, feet. This body is temporary. It is always changing. Cells rise and pass away. Food enters and becomes the part of the body. Breath enters and leaves. The body is never completely still. Yet, through this changing body, you experience life. Through this changing body, you learn. Through this body, you serve. Through this body, you act upon your thoughts. Through this body, the thoughts can be balanced. The body is instrument upon which my thoughts are balanced. Imagine a soft golden light enter into your chest. The light represents conscious doer in the body. Body is instrument. The doer is the one who feels, desires, chooses, and learns. Feel that light becoming gently brighter. Say yourself, I am more than my changing body. Yet, through this body, I was given an opportunity to grow. Bring your mind to the circumstances of your life that you cannot change. Affirm yourself, it's my duty. It's a relationship, a past condition, or any physical condition, or uncertain future. Gently bring your awareness. Simply recognize that it exists. Remind yourself, you may not control the event, but you can influence the quality of your response. You can meet the same event with anger or with understanding, with fear or with courage, with bitterness or with responsibility, with resistance or with acceptance. Silently say, I cannot always choose the events of my life. I can only choose attitude with which I can meet. Gently breathe in, breathe out. I choose compassion. I choose discipline. I choose courage. I choose truth. I choose forgiveness. And I choose responsible action. I respect the lifespan given to me. I meet the destiny with awareness. I refine my feelings and desires. I understand. Thought creates destiny, and conscious choice transforms the future. Gently bring your awareness to your body. Slowly rub your palms and keep on your eyes for a few seconds. And open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face. Before we go further into today's session, let's recap what we learned last session as a part of physical destiny.
Thank you, Prasanna. Hello, friends. Namaste. Good morning or good evening, everyone. This is Lavanya Vishwanath from Australia. So, with divine blessings of Dr. Brahmashi Subhash Patriji and Swarnamala Patriji, let us start our today's session. I would like to welcome you back to the Divine Breath YouTube channel, Australia. So, for the last few weeks, we all know that we're discussing the book Thinking and Destiny, written by Harold W. Percival, which is being explained to us by our master, Prasanna Medisetti from Houston. To give a quick recap about our previous session, so Prasanna garu did talk about our physical life experiences, and these physical life experiences are not meaningless or accidental. The challenges we face, the circumstances we are born into, and even our physical bodies can be viewed as opportunities for growth and learning. So the main idea here is that every person is on a unique journey of development, and our experiences help to shape who we become. So rather than resisting our difficult situations, Prasanna Garu told us that we need to encourage them and to see them as part of our larger process of personal transformation and evolution. So with this, I'd like to hand it over to Prasanna Garu. Prasanna Garu, over to you.
Thank you, Lavanya. So today we will move on to the next topic, the environment of the birth. Okay. So as we are discussing, everything that we have, the birth circumstances, is our choice that we need to learn some experiences or some lessons in that lifetime. The environment refers here is your physical, social, cultural, economical, and family surroundings. The family conditions, rich or poor, or middle class, whatever. Home atmosphere. Is it that you want to born in a split family or a not so loving family or loving family? Country that you are born, and the race which you born, social class. So whoever actually right now is feeling pride of their race and doing some racial discrimination, have to born the opposite race and get an experience. So do not hate anything. We have to born in that again. Your social class, don't be proud of that you became such and such a social class. You need to take the other side of the coin and learn it. Economic status. If you are given all the opportunities economically, means that you have something else, something bigger purpose is there in your life. That is the reason why small things were already given to you. Remember that. Educational opportunities. You ask for, you wanted to have good opportunities and you want to do something good for the society. Cultural influence, moral atmosphere, religious background, hardships, comforts, freedom, restriction, everything. So we think that, oh, my parents restricted or my husband restricted or something. But these are all the things that you came up with that kind of environment. Environment doesn't come just like that. It comes from your past desires, your ambitions, and your ideals. Strong desire of the power may lead to the birth in the environment which has authority, competition, and responsibility. Okay. Desire for a comfort leaves in the conditions to ease, but possible attachment of that thing. Suppose you want to have a very comfortable life, but there is always a thing that you may get attached to the money or anything, right? Desire for learning may lead to the birth with the good education that is available around. If you are desired to learn. Desire to service may bring the birth among the people who needs help. Spiritual ideals may bring birth surroundings to encourage discipline, inquiry, and devotion. So those may come as a spiritual beings. Environment may reflect what we forced upon others also. It's not only that we desire, we forced on somebody else. Like I told, you look down some social status, you look down some racial thing, then you have to born in that. Who opposed the others may born under the restrictive conditions. Who neglected the others may experience neglect. Who denied an opportunity of others may face the lack of opportunity. Who misused the privilege may live under that unprivileged conditions. Who caused the fear may placed under the fear, so that you understand what did you caused. So it is not again presented as a revenge. It is not presented as a revenge to you, but it is presented to you, those circumstances, to learn through that experience. A doer must understand what you have caused to somebody else. That is what it is. Environment may begin a new line of effort. Means environment of the birth may starting point to the new direction of your life. Birth, disciplined family may begin life of responsibility. Birth of hardship may begin the path of courage and self-resilience. Birth in a spiritual household may begin the path with the inner equality, in the inner inquiry, because you're born in a spiritual family. Birth in a conflicted environment may begin to develop peace, patience, and discrimination. Birth in a wealthy family may begin the lessons of stewardship, humility, and service. Okay, so this is the environment that it is giving, that it means. Environment is a means, not an ultimate cause again. So environment may not be cause, it is an effect that you already done in the previous lives. This means environment is the original lesson for the person's destiny, but itself the result of the previous thoughts and actions, whatever you have done. Effect of this environment is effect of a previous thought, and this condition influence your present behavior. So although environment is not the root cause, it is strongly influences the person's habits, attitudes, and opportunities. Suppose you born in a disciplined family, automatically the discipline is imposed on you, right? You're born in a lazy family, a laziness is imposed on you. You're born in the family where there is a lot of ambitions that is imposed. Fear, service, refinement, selfishness, learning, ignorance, all these things, even though they are there, they will impose. But sometimes you may take the birth that you wanted to born, but you wanted to rise opposite also. So why the body is born into the specific environment? The body born certain environment because that environment provides the necessary conditions for the doer to work and learn. The doer may need to learn through, some doers may learn to comfort, some may want to learn through poverty, discipline, freedom, restriction, family conflict, and social responsibility, obscurity, public life, hardships, privilege. So other than this, do you have any other things, tell me, in the life? Other than whatever I mentioned, do we have any other things? So whatever that environment comes to us is our past actions or the condition that we choose to become something. So there is here nothing is wrong by someone. It is all the environment we choose with our actions or we choose with our thoughts. That's all. Animals are controlled by environment, but the environment can be controlled, can be changed by the humans. Remember, suppose some environment animals born, so animals go with the flow. But human need not, right? Human can change that environment as well. Environment controls animals. The human can change the environment according to his thinking and choosing. The animals cannot, right? So a human can improve his surroundings. Humans can leave the harmful influences. They can change their habits. They can seek education. They can choose better company. They create a discipline, transforms in the entire home atmosphere. They can change their occupation anytime, refine their speech and behavior, and develop the spiritual practice too. So this power may be limited by circumstances, but it is never completely absent. Circumstances may limit you, but it is not absent, it is not impossible. Every human being has a choice to change your environment that you have born. Even when external conditions are difficult, then also you have a mental power that you can change. A person may not immediately change your birthplace, family, or a poverty, body, country, social conditions, or your early education. But with your attitude, with your perseverance, with your thoughts, you can change. You can change your attitude, you can change your interpretation, you can change your desires, reactions, efforts, thinking, intentions, and discipline. All this can be changed, right? So nothing is impossible. Everything can be changed by the human being. Living according to the tendencies, birth tendencies. Suppose you're born as a poor, you are always can continue being a poor because with your lazy, you are not actually doing anything. One born in the privilege may remain attached to those privileges. Oh, I was rich, I have this, I have that kind of thing. One who born in the conflict may become conflict driven again. One born with the ambition may be ambitious throughout his life. One born in fear may be staying in the fear throughout his life. It may, if a person does not consciously changing his behavior, the birth tendencies will continue. We need to change it consciously. Now, oh, the world is like this, we have to go. If you think, yeah, then you have to go. No, the world may be like this, but I wanted to change whatever the way that I live. You can always have given a choice to change. Using up credit of the birth and position, like the position of the suppose the one you're born with the wealth, you can give a credit or you can just change that also. Education, reputation, family support, social status, talent, authority, and influence. These are all, some of the people may have it already. But it all comes with some responsibility. When you given a wealth, there is some responsibility. A person may lose his sphere of activity if you don't understand that, why all these privileges were given to you. Honoring the claims of birth, position, and race. Honor that. A birth in a family brings family duties. A birth in a great nation brings some civic duties. A birth in a respected position brings you responsibility and honorability. Birth in education family brings that you need to bring out the knowledge rightly. Birth brings some privileges, means it also brings the responsibilities. You need to understand that responsibilities. Birth into hardships has a responsibility to develop the strength, not to collapse into the bitterness. So if these claims are not honored, the doer have a right to continue in the birth, whatever, wherever he is, he can continue. The body is a record of all your past thoughts. Your body, you bring the body, it is recording all your past thoughts. The body gives a powerful symbolic image that the feature, the form of the body are the true records of the body that you have are made up of. Each line in the letter, right? The passage is compromising of each line of the letter, each feature of the, which word that you used, right? Similarly, your body is made up of your facial lines, your posture, your height, your weight, your gesture, your expression, your bodily form, your condition of your organs, and strength and weaknesses, refinements of your body, harmony or a distortion. Everything was born from your past thoughts only. Everything means everything. This does not mean people should judge others harshly by experience again. Just because somebody born with such a certain experience, if you judge, what happens? Again, you need to take that experience, right? So it teaches the thought that body is deeply connected to your thoughts. The body can change through your thinking. How can we change the body with your thinking? Tell me. Suppose I am so angry. I just had a fight with my husband before the session. So can you guess how actually my face expression is? Can you guess with my thoughts? Obviously you can guess, right? So my face will not be calm or composed with the expression, with the eyes, clearer eyes, or my speech, or the posture that I'm sitting in. With all these things, you can get it. So here we can change our body by having a good habits, healthier habits, more refined presence, greater vitality, and more balanced conduct. You can change your body. Okay. So negative thinking, suppose if you are having a negative thinking, tension, hardness, and restlessness within you, then that also, it reflects on your body. The kind of the body is determined with your past thoughts. The bodily form, constitution, tendencies, capacities, limitations, and the environment, all these things will be caused. So simply, the flow is past desires, ambitions, ideals, and actions brings the environment of the birth that you are born. Okay? That environment will give you the body is born to suitable conditions, like whichever the conditions that you want. Environment becomes the field of the work of learning, whatever the environment that you are born. Person may follow your environmental tendencies or can choose consciously to change those conditions. Present thinking changes the conduct of the future destiny. The current destiny is from the past, but present thinking can change the future destiny. Body and environment gradually reflect the new thought patterns. That is what is happening. So always question yourself, what qualities has my birth environment developed in me? Ask yourself, what tendencies from my environment I should overcome? What are the advantages of my birth position? Am I responsible to use it well? Am I blaming the environment instead of changing my thinking? What new line of effort in the present environment is asking me to begin? What is it is asking me to begin? What are my thoughts shaping my body, expression, and future conditions? What kind of environment I'm creating for others through my own thinking and actions? Suppose I was born in some not so loving family, let us take. Suppose if I'm showing the same thing, then I'm continuing it, right? Because of the frustration, if I'm showing the same thing. Oh, because I born, no, I want to give a very loving family. So I want to learn from that and give a different environment. So the environment affects your past. The environment is an effect of your past actions and thing only. Then physical hereditary. There are somebody calls hereditary. So a few things are coming as a hereditary, right? Why it is called hereditary? Why the hereditary things are coming up? Because you choose to experience those things and you choose that family. Because of that only it is coming. Otherwise they won't come. A person may seems to be inherit many things from the parents, like body structure, facial features, health tendencies, habits, gestures, voice patterns, posture, walking style, eyesight, physical weaknesses, bodily defects, or disease tendencies. So all these things, they appear to be that you got it from parents because of hereditary. But teaching always says the deeper cause. What is the deeper cause? It is your own thinking and your own conduct made you to born in that family to inherit those things. Parents are just the medium, not the ultimate cause there. So parents, even though there seems to be that you got it as hereditary from the childhood, but they became a media. Hereditary is just the loom in the physical destiny. That's all. This means body has woven its own physical destiny. Because of that, you're born in that family. That's how we have to take it. There's nothing harm from them. Parentage is selected according to your destiny only. You want certain family, you want certain characters of your parents, then you choose that parents. It's from your past thoughts, from your past tendencies, your duties, your doubts, your debts or credits. You have certain, you have done something and you want to get the service from them. Then you born as a kid. Anyway, they will do all the service for you. Did we not do all the service for our kids as a kid, the small kids are now also? So we are doing with entire life is for them. That's how we are working, right? So this is the past tendencies. Physical traits also as an expressions of past thoughts only, like blinking of the eyes, like somebody like that they blink, right? So these kind of the things also, baldness also, even from the past thoughts only it is coming. A defensive sight or a club foot or some soft bones, all these are also from your past expressions or past thoughts only. Parental tendencies can modify the expression. Parental tendencies means parental tendencies modify or intensify certain inclinations. Suppose hereditary may works as a channel, but the doer's own thinking is giving you a deeper connection of why. Parents influence the form, but the doer's destiny determines why that form is came up to him, why that form is received. Healthy or sick bodies also by your own thinking. A healthy body is said to be indicate the past tendencies like moderation, a right to use the energy, disciplined work, and care for your previous body. That's how you got now present also a healthy body. Suppose you didn't do that, you drunk all the things, then you may get the drunkard body, lazy body, excess heavily weight body, you are neglected body, improper use of the food or misuse of the vital functions. All these things will cause because you have done that to your past life. When the healthy body was given, you didn't use that body properly, then you will get this kind of the body. Use or abuse of the bodily powers. You are given some bodily powers. how vital energy is used, how the food is used, abundant food is there, how you used it. You neglected and you throwed and you just pushed off all these things. Then you may have to suffer for that food. Whether the bodily powers are wasted, whatever the power is given wasted, how the senses, whether you have disciplined your senses or you indulged into the senses. That's how the next body comes. Disorders may continue in the future birth also if you don't learn. Disorders are present in the present life and you don't learn and you didn't overcome, then they may again soft bones, poor teeth, defective sight, cancerous growth, blindness, deafness, dumbness, paralysis, deformalities. All these are the deeper idea that you have the unresolved physical tendencies that will continue until they are corrected, balanced and understood. Some lifetime you have to balance that. So for example, the blindness is connected with the prior misuse, neglect, or a harm involving somebody else's sight. Because of you, somebody lost the sight, then you may be born as a blind. Deafness or dumbness is connected with the misuse of hearing, speech, truth, and testimony. You didn't speak truth. You misuse the good thing that you was given. Then you may be born as a dumb. These ideas should read carefully because these are the metaphysical systems, right? These are all, they should not be used as a judge or a blame other person again. Because somebody was born, oh, this previous birth, it may be like that. You should not judge. It is that soul's journey who took it. Every sense is a sacred. Treat it very truthfully, carefully, responsibly. The senses has a vital power because any sense, if it is not working, you have like a lot of problem, right? All the senses should work. The senses, bodily beauty, strength, health, vitality, and clarity, all these are having a good, all these are all good means you are actually given a good thoughts and good thing. But if you overindulge into these and you make them as a weakness, then the self-control is not there. Then you may have to born in the opposite. Okay. Afflictions as blessings in disguise. Here, affliction may prevent excessive indulgence, reckless behavior, misuse of the power, cruelty, lust, pride, selfishness, and disregard of others. Then the afflictions. Limitations may protect the doer from the deeper harm. Affliction as a corrective check. Suppose why that afflictions comes, it may be corrective check. Why if something you got it, it is correcting you. Then the body protects the doer from its own ignorance. Your body is also protecting you because a person says the doer may be saved by an affliction that checks the destructive direction. Suppose you got some problem with your body. Sometimes it is not allowing you to do some of the bad things. Right? Some of the bad things it may not. A person behaves, they can do anything without that consequences or illness or limitation. But when you are there, you may not able to go because it is preventing you. Spiritual responsibility without judgment. A teaching should not be used to judge others because whatever that we learn in this should not be used to and against of others. Against of others' disability, disease or suffering. Just apply to yourself. Be always not a blame game. Always treat others with responsibility, with humility, with compassion, with self-reflection. Okay. So here the simple flow of teaching is the past thoughts and conducts are coming as a selection of sustainable actions, right? Sustainable, now suitable percentage. Then it is coming as a physical hereditary, which is providing as a media. Then body is formed with specific traits, strengths, and weaknesses. From there, the health and disease may also reflect the misuse of your bodily functions previous life. Some afflictions you may get it because to check your harmful tendencies. The doer gains opportunity to reflect, to discipline, and to correct himself. Future destiny is depending on the current thinking and right living. So the deeper meaning here, the inner meaning is, the body is not merely inherited from the parents. It is a living record of the doer's own past. Parents are providing a channel, but the doer's thoughts determine why it receives the body and these conditions. Health, disease, beauty, everything is your conditions only. Okay? Then reflect in this topic, reflections. How am I using my body, my senses, my food, my energy today? Reflect on yourself. Am I carrying my body as a sacred instrument? Am I doing that? What habits may weaken my health and vitality? What physical limitations may be teaching? There is some physical limitations in your body. What it is teaching me, patience or discipline? Am I judging others by their experience, their illness, or their disability? How can I respond to the physical difficulty with dignity and with wisdom? How can I respond to that? What is my future body and destiny? Am I creating a right thought at this moment? That is how you need to reflect on yourself. Then comes to the forms of grace and beauty. Grace and beauty is coming as exteriorized of your thoughts only again. Beauty comes exteriorization of your thoughts only. This means beauty and grace are outward expressions of your inner causes. Whatever your inner, the form of the body, the face, the gesture, the posture, the physical harmony, all shaped by your inner thoughts. They're shaped by your inner how the beauty. There are two kinds of the beauty. One is elementary beauty. Okay, elementary beauty is elemental beauty, because elemental beauty is a natural beauty. Element says natural, right? The beauty of a small child, irrespective of color, creed, or caste, anything, the child is always beautiful, right? The beauty of the youth. At one age, everybody looks youthful, very beautiful. The beauty of a flower, the beauty of a natural symmetry, the beauty of a graceful body, not marked by the life struggles. There is no life struggles. The body is, that body reflects a different, right? So the beauty does not necessarily mean that the person has beautiful thoughts in all these cases. Because youth, everybody looks beautiful. That is what we hear. But here, when after a certain age or after certain things, it all depends, your beauty depends upon your mental discipline, your intelligent thinking, your self-control, your virtues, your balance, your peace, how your knowledge, your moral alignment, and your conscious development. It all depends upon how the beauty having. So elemental or natural beauty is the one thing, and second one is your inner thoughts, how you are processing. That is how the beauty. This is the beauty is rare. This beauty is rare. Second one. It's not your youthful attraction or youthful beautiful beauty. This beauty shines through the person who inwardly very strong, very disciplined. Beauty may change during the mental training. The beauty may change how you are training your mental. Suppose you are more serious, more harder, more irregular, more intense, more strained, more stressed. Your beauty is different. Your face is different. So instead, you are inside, if you are more peace, your strength, balance, virtue, wisdom, self-mastery, serenity, then the beauty is different. This is not a temporary beauty of the youth. This is the beauty that you have developed on your own. The body is an instrument of universal powers. This is an instrument. Whole powers is there. Here, the instrument is the great powers of the universe. The body connects each individual in the larger universe. Through the body, through this body only, the doer can act, serve, create, protect, learn. Suppose the doer is separate, the body is separate. The doer, when he is in the body only, he can do all the things. If the doer is not there in the body cannot do anything, the doer cannot do anything. The doer cannot learn anything. So when the doer is in the body, he should not neglect the body. He should take care of that body as much as possible. Misuse of the body, if you are doing, it brings you consequences. Misuse of the body. I had a hand, a strong hand. I came and stabbed Lavanya because I'm misusing my hand, misusing my strength. So by harming others, by oppressing others, by exploiting others, neglecting one's own duty, refusing action that is required, or damaging the body through, or self-damage also. That is also not right. So using the body again is the good of others. Then all these things you are actually interfering the universal plan. So you have to take the consequence. Because the body was given to you in a healthy way, but you are not using it. Then you have to have so the hands, you are taking the hands as an example. Hands, if you are using to work, to build, to write, to bless, to serve, to protect, to heal, to create, to give, to sign orders and to perform the duties, you are using. Suppose you are using as to beat somebody, to exploit somebody, to harm somebody else, then actually your hands are not used properly. Then you may have to born without hand also. There's the conditions, misuse of the hands. So physically you are abusing others, you are breaking someone else's limb, you are signing unjust orders. The hand, you are signing unjust orders, being a lawyer or being a judge. You are signing a dishonest dealings. You are doing a crooked business. You are harming others' bodies because of your interest, your signed orders or anything. Then your body will get effect. So that may comes as a loss of limb. Or by surgical mistake, you may lose your hand. All these things. So maybe by surgical mistake, carelessness, accident, injury, or negligence, all these things you may lose your hands because whatever that you have done. The real cause you don't know. You will see that the accident, because of that people mistake, this has happened. But the real cause is it is your own thing that they cause that visible event. Visible event may seems to be an accident or a medical mistake or a carelessness, but the real cause is hidden. That is your own actions prepared your destiny. The apparent cause is your physical doorway, it is there. The real cause is your own destiny only. It is not somebody else's things. Responsibility of the careless surgeons or nurses. Sometimes because of the nurses and surgeons, you may lose some of the things, right? How others felt their carelessness, why attention or responsibility, how valuable the limb or a body are. Then these are all the causes that you appear to be. Again, these surgeons and nurses, they face their own destiny. But your reason is not because of their fault. It is because of your own past fault. Pain is always a teacher. Pain describes some meanings. To teach consequences of misuse, suffering caused by others. You cause some value or a bodily powers, the need of careful actions, importance of responsibility, sacredness of the body. Wrongdoing may not immediately punish. Sometimes you think that, oh, those people are all doing wrong, but they are so happy. This is what many people feel. Wrongdoing may not immediately harming others, manipulating others, profit, violence, enjoy the prestige. in the society, gain the unjust of the wealth, escape from outer punishment, all these things you feel that, oh, see, those people are happily living. No, they won't be happily living. They will get their own punishment. So no escape from unbalanced thought. There's no escape at all. Later in the life, same life or the other life, you have to do that. In some of the cases, we see that also. Those who are done injustice, they may lose, they are losing their kids. They are actually having some pain in the entire life. We are seeing some of the things in our life itself. Later in the same life, or through another person, or through accident, or bodily limitations, or through some loss or social reversal or future birth, or it is coming as a physical destiny only. There's no doubt. Thoughts are inner qualities. Thoughts are inner qualities are exteriorizing as a beauty, form, grace, or organs or abilities. Then body is becoming only instrument of our universal powers. So, right use leads to refinement, strength, service, and beauty. And misuse leads to limitation, loss, pain, or corrective actions. Pain is always has a responsibility to teach something. Your balanced thinking transforms the body into future destiny. So deeper meaning is, spiritual meaning here is, human body is a sacred instrument. So use it wisely. Use everything wisely. Reflect upon yourself. Yeah, am I attracted only to the outer beauty, or do I recognize inner beauty of somebody else? What kind of beauty is my thinking creating my face, speech, and presence? Do I use my hands for service, support, and creation? Am I misusing my abilities to control, harm, and manipulate others? Do I value the organs and limbs that my body is working very good? What pain or a limitation in my life is teaching me something, some responsibility? How can I cultivate the beauty of serenity, balance, and knowledge? So in one line, we need to see all that. You can see that, you can show the diagram if you have it ready.
Grace, beauty, that particular one.
Yes, grace, beauty, the law of thought. So you can see external beauty and the beauty of intelligence. First figure, right? External beauty, when you decorate everything. Beauty of the second one also, it's a serenity. When you see that, it's a calm, peaceful face, right? The misuse, what happens? Misuse of the destiny. And here, transform the truth, thought, and thinking. See the three faces in the right side, three faces, right? How it is there. And here the thought, beauty and grace, bodily powers and actions, how within the body, how they are actually showing it. No escape from the thought. There is no escape from the thought. You just need to go. Whatever I just explained until now, the entire diagram shows now. Okay. We will see one more concept. Okay, you can stop. Injustice that you have done, that you have done to the physical body, right? So here, greed, malice, indifference, abuse, authority, false accusation, neglecting the justice or refusal of to protect the innocent people, or misuse of the legal, social, and institutional power. So one should be caused. So whenever you are done all these things, that shows in your body also. Whenever you have done that, you may, the purpose of captivity and suffering. Suppose loss of freedom, fear, humiliation, disease, weakened body, moral deterioration, emotional pain, social disgrace, helplessness. So these are all coming to understand, the doer to understand the pain of somebody else that you have done. If you are getting that, means the pain that you caused to somebody else through the experience that you may learn sympathy, compassion, responsibility, caution of the judgment whenever you are giving a respect for the liberty and respect for the health. Suppose if something is not working, then you will understand how well all these days we are. One small thing, one small finger cut, you will be able to entire body, you feel like, oh my God, right? So you will understand how actually the healthy body, how fortunate we are having the healthy body. So do not falsely, always take care of that body. Errors of justice and their hidden causes, right? So some failures, they may occur, the held positions of the power. You sat in a judgment, you administered some law carelessly, you ignored some evidence, you acted upon prejudice, you failed to protect the innocent, you used the authority for your personal gain, you allowed injustice to happen. This means injustice is not always caused. So whatever that you caused, that you will get it. You caused that to somebody else and you are getting it. So we think that, oh, we didn't get the justice. It's true, because that is the one that you caused. Acts and omissions both create destiny. That failing to protect whatever that I tell. If you protect, you will get destiny. If you don't protect, you will get that destiny only. Whatever you have done, that is neglecting. Failure to care properly with one's responsibility, then you will be neglected in the coming years. You become the one's own, or sometimes you may become the one's own. Or somebody else mistake, you may become victim because you have done something like that before. Unjustly you have given, then you will become. Escape is not a permanent escape. Just because you escape in this life, it's not a permanent. Later in the life, you may have to face it, or in another form, or through another person, or through some illness, or through some loss, or social disagreement, you may have to face it. Special case is congenital idiocy. Here, congenital things, some of the things, right? Here, severe limitations presented in the final. Suppose if you have so many things, then you may get some disease or something, then you may have to face that last chance, because here they are saying indefinitely means many lifetimes you are neglecting, then you will have the last chance to appear in the life as a human being. Usually, once a human being becomes, the consciousness will not go back to animals or go back to things. It will not happen. But if you are doing repeatedly the same mistakes, and if you are not using it, then there is a chance that you may go back. That's what he is saying. This answers many questions, right? Usually we say that human being, again born as a human being, but in some Puranas we see that human being born as a dog or a goat or something. So when you are misusing the power, misusing the opportunities repeatedly, that it may go back. Producing like sexual abuse, drunkenness, extreme indulgence of appetite, neglecting opportunities, misuse of the bodily powers, then it may go back. One faculty, sometimes one faculty may abnormally develop. A person may have a severe limitations of one, but severe limitations of the many, but he may have the very good at music. Sometimes we saw that, right? We saw the blind people also can have a lot of talents. So sometimes they may have it, but they may have good, because it's opportunity that it is given. Through that, you can just uplift yourself. withdrawal of the doer portions. If you are not actually doing withdrawal of the doer portion, the light of intelligence will withdraw from yourself, and you have to, even though you are living in the body, then the human capacity was greatly reduced. Later you will not be. So this is all because of your neglected or misused opportunities. Then coming to the lifespan. Lifespan is always determined the end of your previous birth. When, where, when, how you were born, next, because all your thoughts, and when you will die. Before that itself, it will be embedded. It says the length of every human being is already determined the close of the previous birth. But sometimes it may change. The lifespan may change, because when you come here and you are actually doing all the things, and you are actually within that lifespan itself, you wanted to learn all the lessons. It is going good. Then the lifespan may, because you are actually increasing that lifespan with your thinking also. So if you misuse the power, neglect the body, false judgment, you will get deprived life in liberty, health, or justice. So your unbalance remains there, your unbalance. Future physical destiny may be exteriorizing. A doer may experience captivity, helplessness, injustice, or limitation when you actually neglect your thing. The purpose, why the purpose of suffering is coming, the purpose is to correct you. Sympathy, responsibility, and adjustment. For that only, this is coming up. What is the inner meaning? The inner meaning is anybody's body is not just out of coming. It is coming because of your past thoughts, your past actions only. So, spiritually, you think, do not falsely accuse anyone without knowing. Don't go and say blah, 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 blah. Without knowing, don't abuse anybody. Do not deprive others' freedom unjustly. Do not misuse your legal, social, and institutional or a family power. Do not neglect those placed under your care. Somebody was given under care, take care. Do not waste your body indulgence. Do not misuse your senses. Respect the liberty, health, truth, and human dignity. Use every opportunity for a conscious development only. Okay. Always ask yourself these questions. Am I doing fairly to the another person? Have I ever judged the other person? Am I not take care of the other person? Am I responsible for my own health and safety and learning and emotional well-being? Just do that. Just do within yourself. Okay. So with here, I'm stopping. The span of the life and manner of the death, we all from there. Okay. So I think I have covered like 2 sections, 2 and 3 or something. Okay. 3 was not fully covered. Okay. Outward circumstances of physical destiny I covered. Then physical hereditary destiny we covered. Healthy and sicky bodies I covered. Unjust persecutions, errors of justice, congenital idiots, the span of life, manner of death. All these things we covered. Okay.
Thank you.
Now,
Prasanna.
questions.
Yeah, questions. Friends, if you have any questions, you can either put it into the chat or you can unmute yourself and talk.
Yeah, manner of death we didn't cover. Last point we didn't cover. We will see that. The third section, there is only why the death comes, how comes, that one will come.
From Chandana, very well explained, Prasanna ma'am. Nice topic and very relevant to our day-to-day life.
Yeah, physical destiny is all relevant. That's why I'm going in detail, a bit slow, because once you understand there's nothing that is causing me is caused by anybody else. As simple as that, it is all our own thinking, our own, whatever we have done only, we are getting it. Period, that's it. Everything is a lesson. Every experience is a lesson. So in that way, we try to look for the lesson instead of blaming anyone.
Don't need to blame anyone. That's what I've learned now.
That's a period. That's a period. No need to blame anyone. His period. Even some injustice happened also to you. You may fight for justice. I'm not saying that, oh, just keep quiet. If you have to fight for the justice, that is where you have to learn the lesson. Even then you didn't get it, means you have done something bad.
Yeah. Any other questions, friends? Take your time and use it in the chat or anything.
I think physical destiny, everybody is understanding is right and then introspecting. I think there's not much questions last class and this class.
Yes, Prasanna. And you say like even every single curve or anything on your body is also you have destined. Like it's
What
quite
else you can ask for?
yeah.
It's
Different
like a practical.
perspective completely. Yes.
Now
Go
it's
ahead,
like
Prasanna.
practical, so we have to do that after listening.
Yeah, practicals, yes. Is the congenial part, that is what we mentioned, right? So why it will come, why the limitation comes is because you misused something in the previous life, because of that it is coming. And also it is protecting, sometimes it may be protecting you from something else. It is teaching you something else. That's the reason it's coming. This book is really helpful if you understood and repeatedly, if you are actually going through, right? This one book is enough. That's why Padri Sir told it is book of books. You need not read other books, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramya, is she new or she's coming? I don't know. Ramya.
New, I think, Prasanna.
Ramya Chidambar or something.
Yeah,
Ramya?
I'm new here. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
new here.
Are you able to follow?
I try to attend. I think this is my second session joining for this book reading, but I really enjoy. But unfortunately, I keep missing with kids' activities and all. I forget sometimes. So when I keep looking, like whenever I see the invite, I
No,
try
you
to
can,
join.
whenever you want to miss it, previous lesson anyway, it is in there in the YouTube. Listen and
Oh, is
come.
it?
In that way, yeah, it is there in the
Okay.
YouTube.
Can you please, so since I'm new to this, if there any website or YouTube channels and all, please
Divine
put
Breath,
it in
Amma.
the chat. I will follow. Okay. What is it called?
Lavanya, can you keep the
Yeah.
Divine Breath? Lavanya, can you keep the chart?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I will follow that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sure.
And I really,
Because it is
appreciate
always
you taking.
helpful, right?
Mhm.
It is always
Yeah.
helpful if you can go through the previous lesson and come if you miss any time.
Okay. Thank you. And thank you for taking the time over the weekend to go through this with us. Thank you.
Welcome. If no questions, yes, we can meet next week.
Yeah. It's very clear at the same time. It's too much to take in that we create everything, Prasanna. So it's
No,
not
we need to
easy.
accept it. We need to accept it.
Yes. And every person, like if they
No,
get something.
see, it is a very easy to blame somebody and sit quiet. Right? Even though the injustice happened, it is very easy. Your inner feels happy. Somebody did for me. It's very easy. But to take ourselves, it is my responsibility because I did something. That is why this injustice is happening. Is hard to take. But what we can do is, because when we know that from now onwards, we will not do anything of that sort, then our consciousness is increasing. Right? The whole point is we need to increase our consciousness day by day to reach that highest consciousness. So when you know all these things only, you can increase. Otherwise, you will be in that loop. You blame somebody and get away with it. Blame somebody and get away with it. But that is not the case, right?
Judge Prasanna easily, like,
we
okay.
Also judge. Unknowingly, you judge people. Yes, unknowingly. We don't even know.
Yes.
We don't even know. When you learn all these things, you may again use this. That is why he has given. Whenever you know all these things, if you see somebody with a congenital disease or something that you have it, oh, this person must have done something very bad. That's why it came. It's very easy to talk. But that gives you again the cause and effect to yourself. So do not judge them. Think that they are brave enough to get that and get rid of in this lifetime. You don't know what is your backpack weight, prarabdha karma weight, right? So they are actually taking off in this lifetime, but we don't know. So we cannot judge anybody.
You should be very careful.
I think everybody was deep thought. Everybody was deep thought. I could see that today.
It's like so much of like whatever you talk. Yeah, go ahead, Lakshmi ma'am.
No, just I'm saying yes. We are all thinking now. So first lesson we have to learn not to blame anybody.
Yeah.
From MS. True, it's very overwhelming to take that we are responsible, our actions for everything. I think Bhagavad Gita also mentions this, but only to some extent. Must be in complete consciousness to overcome our upbringing thought process.
Yes.
And you have told.
So Bhagavad Gita said the same thing. That is a life manual. There's nothing that it is not there. But we are learning through different things and again. In a simple language, you must have told. That's all. The same thing. Instead of Sanskrit and reading somebody else's interpretation, here we are learning it directly. That's all.
Well, it's when you are saying it's quite in a simplistic way, that whatever the sentences or the examples you're giving, it's like it's just hitting us because it's happening in our day-to-day life. And thought patterns are like, okay, that's how our thought patterns are normally. So, yeah.
Immediately it is hitting. That's why today's session was silent after the session. Yeah, we have a lot in physical destiny. It was not only 3 points covered, right? Total 7 points, I think, right? 7 points. We covered only 3 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is there. Yes. We may take minimum 4 to 5 classes again to complete this physical destiny itself.
Oh, okay.
That's how it is.
Oh, okay.
So what else is there in the physical destiny? That's why you may feel that, right? He will have definitely money, how it comes. Money also, it's a destiny, how it is. All these things he'll explain, each and every physical destiny.
And also
at the end of this physical destiny, you will understand everything, not just one thing, everything. From scarf to everything is like its destiny. Yeah, go ahead. I cut you.
Yeah, no problem, Prasanna. So MS is saying like even if we can't follow everything, authors should help with small tips to lead life. In this case, money would be a
No,
great
he has
topic.
given 32 points at the end. He explained all the concept. The last chapter is he has given 32 points that you need to remember
Okay.
in life. He also given a solution. He didn't leave us just with this. He has given a solution. For that, we need to wait. We need to understand how the life is. Then, yeah, money would be the great topic. Next week, we will discuss money topic.
For me, I was just thinking like you told like the span of life will be determined by the end of our previous life. So I'm just want to hear that as well. Yes, like how is it determined? So important. Thank you, Prasanna. Yeah, thank you. Look forward for the
See
next
you all
session.
next week.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you once again, Prasanna. Thank you, Masters. See you all next week at the same time. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.